Well, I'm super excited about Battle of Malta because it's the second year that I've seen it, of course, and the outcome and the numbers of people is crazy. It's amazing. I live in Malta since 8 years. It's the first time that you see an event like that, so much traction. So I think at the end, it's a great experience for the players, it's a great value for the players, and I think for PokerListing it was amazing. I do believe that during the last 10 years, the range of the poker tournament in terms of buy-in changed a lot. And thanks to Hand on Mob, because I own Hand on Mob, I know the data, I can tell you that all the €500 or $500 buy-in are actually the growing segment. It's the growing market today. And PokerListing, Battle of Malta is a very good example. There is few others in Europe and a little bit in US, but in Europe especially there is few others. And I think it's needed for casual players. We all claim that we need to bring more casual players in the poker tank or in the poker ecosystem, and this kind of events are made for them. So GPI is actually a company that I bought 2 years ago, and the goal is to sportify poker. So the aim is to promote poker differently and to promote poker as a sport. One of the things we decided to do was to start with a ranking, to become the official ranking authority for the poker players, for the poker media, and for the sports media. After 2 years and a half, I kind of claim that is the case. Now, the next step was actually to organize poker events that are not gambling events, that are not events where you and me we can play, only professional. So we announced 2 events. The first one is the Global Poker Masters, which is going to be held in Malta. It's going to be announced very soon. It's the World Cup of Poker. So we're going to have the top 8 nations competing by a team of 5 players, and it's going to be the top 5 players of the GPI, more or less. So you're going to have Team USA, Team Canada, Team France, Team Italy playing against each other for 2 days. And the goal is to create a sports formatted poker event in order to promote that on sports website. That's the first thing. The second thing is the Global Poker League, GPL. Same story. If we want to promote poker differently, if you want to have heroes, if you want to have starification of players, you need to have product event where there is these big names. And they are not competing only for money. So we decided to create the league, and you're going to have 6 to 8 franchises playing during 4 to 5 live events in the world. It's not going to be in one place, and it's going to be only players that are going to be draftable in the GPI 300, like in any American kind of sports thing, plus wild cards. So we try to make something a bit unique that exists in the past. We don't invent anything, but I believe it's the right timing to do it now. Yeah, the idea is definitely that the player will not buy in any event. So in the case of the Masters, it's going to be the World Cup of Poker. The money is going to be added by sponsors that we are working on right now. So that's the first thing. For the Global Poker League, the money is going to coming from the team owner. Let's say that I am a team owner. I own the Clippers or the Rangers or the Kings, and I could be a player myself, but I cannot play in my team. So we really want to disconnect the team ownership and the players that's going to play in this event. And the team owners or the franchise owner are going to pay a fee to the league. We're going to pool this money and we're going to add on the top of it non-gaming sponsoring revenue. And that's a very long journey, that's very difficult, but I think it's the right format to make this happen. I mean, there's a lot of people asking me, is it the right thing to do? Is it the right moment to do it? I don't know. I believe in it. I am an entrepreneur at the end. I'm spending my own money to make it happen. Eventually, it's just one initiative, one seed to help poker to grow. That's not the solution, that's not a miracle, that's not whatever, but it's one of the things that makes sense for poker. It's very challenging for everybody to support that, but we are very lucky because today we are endorsed by the players, by the media, and by most of the industry stakeholders like EPT, WPT, and WSOP. So I'm a strong believer, but it's a 2, 3, 4, 5 years plan.